Tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pitmaster's favorite pitmaster?
Red! Yes!
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy here, Wade Morris, owner of Pitmaster Tremendous Q, and today I got a awesome video for you guys on red snapper. So I'm actually going to be mixing a little bit. I cooked the red snapper twice in 2 weeks, so I decided to essentially mash some of the video that pictures that I took together into this video. The snapper was awesome. If you've never tried it before, I absolutely recommend it. Okay, before we jump into the video, you know I gotta let you guys know, don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so I can bring you all the latest content here on the channel. All right, let's go check it out.
Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and get this red snapper taken out of the packaging. As a quick note, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I've been looking for red snapper fillets and I've pretty much only been able to find the fish whole. So if you guys do know someplace that sells fillets, let me know. But I've essentially only found it whole, and we found it at Publix once, and then I got it again at Whole Foods again. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the fins on the side. You saw me touch the dorsal fin on the top a little bit earlier. I'm just gonna leave that bad boy alone. I'll tell you guys right now, after cooking it 2 times, you actually don't need to remove the fin on top. I didn't either time, and it turned out all right. The fins on the side though, these things gave me a bit of a fit. Ended up having to just hack them off. You saw right there, and I stopped messing with the fins after that. It wasn't really necessary. Gave the quick cavity a check as well, made sure that it was clean. There was nothing inside of there that could basically get into the filling of the fish. And then I started to cut my slits, I tried to start cutting my slits. And again, showing my inexperience with fish, I did not know I had to descale this thing. I've mostly stuck with smoking salmon or grilling salmon, so I am actually stepping out of my comfort zone and cooking. This is my first time cooking red snapper, so I'm learning a little bit. All right, as far as descaling this thing, you can use a spoon. It works absolutely fine. I don't know if there's a descaling tool per se, but this spoon worked absolutely fine. I didn't have any issues with the spoon. Just make sure that when you're descaling it, you go both directions. Okay, so you're gonna go towards the head of the fish, and then the scales are gonna pop up, and then going the opposite direction towards the tail of the fish. That's when a lot of the scales will essentially pop off. But I have to warn everybody, you need to do this outside. As you can see, I am making a colossal mess, but I was committed and I'm going to stick through it. The big boss did come into the kitchen once or twice. She was actually working, and she did come into the kitchen once or twice. And let's just say the glare I got was, yeah, I had to make sure I had this thing cleaned up before she got off. So I actually, in the middle of shooting this video, once I got this fish descaled, I did in fact stop everything and clean up all those fish scales. They were everywhere. They were on the floor. They were on my arm. They literally were everywhere. All right, so now that I got the fish descaled, well, mostly, as you can see, now that I got the fish descaled, the red snapper descaled, we're gonna go ahead and cut our slits, and now we're gonna get ready to stuff it, and then put our garlic inside the slits as well as inside of the cavity. So just be careful as you're going through. You can see I'm still pulling off a few scales that I missed. Most of those were up towards the head of the fish and around the fin region. That's just a hard area to get. So just as you're getting ready to cut the fish and cut the scales, just make sure that get ready to cut the fish to insert the garlic. Just make sure that you're looking out for additional scales. Okay, we're gonna rub it down with extra virgin olive oil. I hit it with a little bit of salt. Hit it with a little bit of ground white pepper as well. So those are the only 2 seasonings that I'm going to be putting on the outside of the fish. Hit the cavity just a little bit, and then on the inside we're going to be putting fresh garlic. We're going to add some thyme, chives, and parsley. So the deal is with this fish, it actually is really good at absorbing the flavors of whatever it is that you put in it. The garlic on the outside, I honestly thought that at the end of this video when we go to taste test it, I honestly thought I had ate a clove of garlic. The parsley, the thyme, the chives, I don't know if it wasn't just the aroma. I'm actually gonna say it was not just the aroma. The flesh on the inside of the fish, those herbs absorbed through the flesh, and it really took on that flavor really well. So now that we got this thing stuffed, I got it inside the fish basket, let's go ahead and get it on the grill. So what you're looking at now is I've had it on the grill, probably on that side, roughly about 10-ish minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. The grill was at about 400 degrees, about 400, 420 degrees. So I'm gonna go in, rotate it, and then we're gonna let the other side hit 8 to 10 minutes, and this is the finished product, right? Now, as you're taking off your fish basket, make sure you're careful. The flesh on this thing, it's cooked. It's not flaky. The flesh of this fish is a lot more moist. So as you're getting ready to pull off the basket, just make sure that you don't rip off all your hard work, especially if you're trying to do presentation for pictures or something like that, okay? So here's a little bit of the flesh. That is not the best picture, but I'm going to add another one here in a minute after I try it. Of course, got to get the Pitmaster taste test, right? So this, I was shocked. I put it in my mouth, and I was really surprised at the chives, the parsley, and the thyme. The flavor came through really well. And here's a close-up of that fish, of the red snapper. As you can see, it's really moist, very, very white fish. It's not like your salmon that's out there. This fish was really good. So here's a close-up of the second fish that I cooked, and it's just showing you the finished product. I'll get in here with a fork, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how, not necessarily flaky it is, but essentially how moist it is. The first one that I done on the second video, I actually got caught outside with a couple of the dads in the neighborhood, and I was eating that fish pretty much cold. This one, the one that you guys are looking at right here, this fish is actually warmed up. So again, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you guys on the next video.